Good afternoon, everyone. We are once again going to read the Bible and find out God's character and find out how we are responding to Him as a creator, as a creation. Sorry, God as our creator and people as creation. So we have studied about Abraham when God took him out of the land, uh, which is called which is their homeland, and then he asked him to go to a land where he's going to lead him, and he's going to pick Abraham's heir or Abraham's generation to represent him to other nations and to show his love to other people and to show how great he is to how great he is, and what he can do in our lives. Yeah, so now after he took him out of the Ur, he bring Lot with him, and a lot of things happened, testing Abraham's faith, and then he brought Lot, Abraham, still Abraham because it was not changed to Abraham yet, and then he took Lot with him, and then they won the battle, he took again Lot to his home, to his place, which is the Sodom, and now after that, again, God visited Abraham, and then confirmed to him that he had promised him an heir. And then, yeah, we can see how good their relationship is because there's a good conversation between them. It's like a friend talking to a friend. Now, the Lord promised Abraham that he will bless him, and Abraham believed him. Now we are going to study, we are going to not study, but we are going to read Genesis 15:7 till 21, and here we will see what is the character of God and how we are responding to his character. Okay, so now we stopped in Abraham believing. Now we will continue. And then he said to him, I am the Lord who brought you out of Ur of the Chaldeans to give you this land to inherit it. But he said, Lord God, how shall I know that I will inherit it? So see, there's a good conversation between them. Abraham just doesn't say, yes, Lord, yeah, but they are conversing, which is really good. So we need to be talking to God like a friend, like we really know him personally. He is our personal God. So he said to him, bring me a 3-year-old heifer. You know, a heifer, it's a young cow. A 3-year-old female goat, a 3-year-old ram, a turtle dove, and a young pigeon. Then he brought all this to him and cut them in two, down the middle, and placed each piece on the opposite piece opposite the other, but he did not cut the birds in two. And when the vultures came down on the carcasses, Abram drove them away. Now when the sun was going down, so before we proceed, cutting down of cattle in the early age, it represents a covenant ritual. That means they are going to cut the animal in halves and put them on opposite side, and then they will walk in the middle, showing that if one of us will not fulfill our covenant promises, this will happen to us, like cut in half. That is what some of the Bible commentaries are saying. So he said, so he cut them. Now when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and behold, horror and great darkness fell upon him. What happened? Maybe he had felt God's presence. Then he said to Abram, know certainly that your descendants will be strangers in a land that is not theirs, and will serve them, and they will afflict them 400 years. So this is a prophecy of his descendants, which happened in Egypt, because after Joseph brought his family to Egypt, they really multiplied, and then later on Pharaoh, thinking that they would overcome Egypt, sent out a mandate that all of the Jew will be served, it will become slaves. So that is the time, that the 400 years time frame where they will become a slave. So this is just like a prophecy of that. So, and also the nation whom they serve I will judge afterward. They shall come out with great possessions. Now as for you, you shall go to your fathers in peace. You shall be buried at a good old age. So he knows that this promise, he will not witness this promise. He will not see all of this. But then God said he will die in old age. See, nice promise, no? But in the fourth generation, they shall return here, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet complete. So this is another prophecy. So that means after the 400 years, they will come back to this land, to Canaan. So they will go to Egypt for 400 years. After 400 years, they will come back to Canaan because the Amorites at this time is not yet complete. The iniquity, God used Israelites also to fulfill the judgment to the Amorites, because they are really wicked. You know that they've been, if they get pregnant, they will what do you call this? They will kill their child to be sacrificed to the idols. Amazing. Can you do that as a parent? Even God doesn't want us to do that. Then why are they doing that to their idols, which in reality does not do them any good? They're idols. And it came to pass, when the sun went down and it was dark, that behold, there appeared a smoking oven and a burning torch that passed between those pieces. On the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, to your descendants I have given this land, from the river of Egypt to the great river, the river Euphrates, the Kenites, the Kenizzites, the Canaanites, the Hittites, Perizzites, the Rephaim, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Girgashites, and the Jebusites. So this is like showing us, even though God is our creator and we are just creation, God is still making a covenant with between us. So that is how loving our God is. He is always willing to like promise us and to tell us that his plan is better than our plan, and he's going to make a covenant between us, that he's willing to go down from heaven, to go down to just make a covenant with Abraham. And that's how beautiful our God is. He is not like other kings that you are the one to go and then go to the palace, and then he will not make a covenant. It's just one way. You will serve him and then that's it. But no, God is not like that. He is a very loving God, and it showed in each of the story in the Bible. Hopefully you are also seeing that. So next we are going to read about Hagar and Ishmael. And thank you so much for being with me today. I know it's 8 minutes now, and now hopefully we can still study tomorrow. Okay, bye.